guys, my name is Rafael Santiago here with SN Fitness. I'm a NASDAQ certified personal trainer. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the truth about getting a six pack. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is that if you want to get a six pack is that you want to ignore social media because a lot of what they do is fake. So for example, right now you can tell I have a six pack. It's not the greatest six pack in the world, but social media is really good at portraying illusions, and Photoshop is a perfect example of illusion. Photoshop is not real. Technically, if you're taking a picture with a camera like this and you didn't edit anything and you went like that, isn't that almost like an illusion too? So I guess you could call it natural nature Photoshop, and then you could call Photoshop regular Photoshop. Technically, my six pack looks like this, but it's only going to look like that in certain lighting. People actually have six packs that look like this because their body fat is so low, genetically wise, and there's other factors too, how they diet. Me, I diet pretty well. And I just have a low body fat, genetics, I have high metabolism, 22 years old. One day my metabolism might slow down, so then I have to fix my diet again and figure out ways to get the best source of the food where I can maintain my physique, if that's my goal at the time. I have no idea what my goal is going to be when I'm 30 something years old. Maybe I want to be a strong man, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. So number two thing into getting a six pack, or wanting to get a six pack, is diet. So a lot of people, they'll go do plenty of ab exercises, they'll do plenty of cardio, but when they go home, they're going above their caloric deficit, which means they're gonna gain weight. So if you do a lot more cardio, your caloric deficit is gonna be a lot higher because you're burning off more calories. But if you're like, you know what, I worked out hard today, I'm gonna eat like 3 bags of chips, a piece of cake, on top of all the regular food that I was eating, and then you pretty much had 3,000 calories a day. Your normal was 2,000 where you were gaining weight, but because you did cardio it went to 2,500, but since you're eating 500 calories in your intake, bam, you're gonna gain weight. So a lot of people mess up trying to obtain a six pack by eating too much food. So you have to relatively look at your diet and what you're eating and how much you lose weight and what is your caloric deficit or your caloric intake, and then put all the math together. And it sounds super complicated, but it's really not. You just don't have to eat a lot. Don't eat too much, and just pretty much put all the right stuff in your body, and then bam, your body fat will go down low. But you don't want it to go down too low, which could be unhealthy. So depending on your age, genetics, sex, height, everything like that, that's really going to depend on how much body fat you should have on your body. So pretty much diet. So the third truth on getting a six pack is that you don't want to just hit your six pack for your abs. You want to be hitting your chest, you want to hit your shoulders, your arms, your back, your lower back, your legs. You want to be hitting everything. So a lot of people's problem with getting a six pack is that they're eating too much. But if you're hitting the whole entire body and you're adding more muscle to that body, you can be burning more calories throughout the day. So every pound of muscle, I believe you burn about 50 more calories a day. So if you have 10 pounds of muscle, you're burning 500 calories a day. So that's where you look at these, these pretty lean guys, these pretty jacked up guys. They're eating so many calories a day. I was looking at the Olympians. Some of them eat about 10,000 calories a day just to maintain their physique. And most of the time, they're eating 10,000 calories a day, and they're like 5'8", 200 something pounds. They're pretty much bulking, but you get the idea of what I'm talking about. So what happens is your body, it takes much more energy for your body to maintain the muscle, because in order to maintain the muscle, you're gonna have these nutrients, and if they don't have these nutrients, your muscles are gonna go through atrophy, and atrophy is the loss of muscle. So your body's gonna need a lot more because you're gonna be pumping all these nutrients and everything into your muscles, while you still are burning more calories because your body's spending energy on doing that. While fat just pretty much stays there, and your body doesn't have to do anything with it. It's just like, oh, it's gonna stay there. It doesn't need any nutrients to stay there. So that's why it is harder to put on it's harder to put on muscle than put on fat. You put on fat, all you have to do is pretty much eat above your caloric deficit, and then bam. Depending on how much you eat. If you're eating like 1,000 calories a day, you probably gain like 1,000 calories more than your caloric deficit. You'll gain like 2 pounds a week, and obviously that's going to depend on genetics too. And if you guys have any kind of disease, So the fourth truth about doing ab exercises is that a lot of people do the worst, and they do ab exercises absolutely wrong. So the first thing I'm talking about is 3 ab exercises that I absolutely hate, and I'm sure there's plenty of ab exercises that I also absolutely hate. So pretty much the crunch. I absolutely hate the crunch. I don't like any variation of the crunch, jackknife, trog, or the crunch and twist. I hate all kinds of crunches. So number one thing with crunch is that you're pretty much touching your vertebrae together, you're squeezing it, and obviously they have all that soft tissue in it, so it's actually protecting your back. But eventually, you're pretty much stretching out all your upper back, and then I already felt that just from doing that right now. You pretty much squeezing. Eventually, bone's gonna be on bone, and that's gonna hurt a lot. So crunches them are an ab exercise I don't like, and they're super easy. I remember like obviously at first like they're not gonna be super easy if you've never done them, but I remember just being able to like rep out like easy, like I don't know how many I was doing, but I could easily probably do 100, 200 in a row. I remember doing 100 like sit-ups in a row. And sit-ups, in my opinion, are way harder to do than crunches. So also the number 2 exercise I don't like is the sit-ups. We already live in a non-functional society where a lot of people have really tight hips from sitting down all day. We're adding an exercise to people's like programs, a lot of trainers that make their hips even tighter. And a lot of people when they get older, their hips pop out, and they wonder why are my hips popping out. You're sitting down all day and you're doing ab exercise to make your hips super tight, and a lot of people don't stretch anyway, so they have super tight hips and bam, they pop out and they're like, whoa, why did my hip pop out? I work out. So number 2 thing is that sit-ups, they suck. And then the number 3 exercise that I do not like is the leg lift. Same thing, it just puts a lot of tension on your lower back. So I rather have people do single leg lifts, single leg lifts. It's like a little tongue twister, but you get the point. So doing 1 leg at a time instead of doing 2 legs at a time. And then 2 more things that people do absolutely wrong when it comes to doing ab exercises. That 1, they shouldn't be doing like 4 sets of 20. Unless they obviously like you do a Russian twist for the first time, and one side counts as 1, the other side counts as 2. They are doing a very low value in ab exercises. So you look, for example, like bench 4 sets of 12. That's relatively a lot. Like something like doing 5 reps is a low number. So if they do a Russian twist, they'll end up doing 10 reps. But in reality, they should probably do 10 reps on each side. So when I do core exercises, a lot of people don't have stamina in their core. They have stamina in the rest of their body, lower back, especially lower back a lot, because that's all we use. We forget how to squat. So they have stamina in the rest of their body, but they're not treated. They have to build up the stamina in the core first, and then start hitting it for strength. But eventually, it's just like you won't get that muscle stimulation from doing such a low value. So what I do, I aim for high numbers when I do abs. When I do abs, I usually do like 15, 20 to 30 reps, depending on the ab exercise. It's like a single, like a 1 motion. No, I'm not having to hit 2 sides of my abs. Like a Russian twist is a 2 motion move. So if it's a 1 motion move, I'll probably drop it down to 15, depending on like how well I am at the exercise. So one of the exercises I do is called like a tree huggers or knee huggers. Some people call them knee huggers. Pretty much you put your arms over your legs while you're doing a sit-up, and I can feel like so much more in the abs. So I'll do probably like 15 of those because I'm using both legs at the same time. But if I'm doing an exercise like a Russian twist, I'm gonna hit like 30, 40, 50, 60 of them. Try to do 150 Russian twists if you have, obviously if your back is like well enough there. Try to do 150 Russian twists and tell me how your abs feel the next day. It's a high value number. It's gonna stimulate muscle growth, and a lot of people are doing such low numbers, and they're not stimulating their nervous system. They're not stimulating muscle growth in their abs, and they're wondering why they can't achieve their goals into having a stronger core and a stronger six-pack. So pretty much that's it. Those are the 4 things that's pretty much my truth about abs. And if you guys have any comments, put them below. Thank you so much.